Believe it or not, it won't. This is a nice sunny day today, but there is over the next couple of days the potential for as much as another half an inch to an inch, 25 millimetres of rain across parts of the British Isles, even here and perhaps even the catchment areas. But it's not just the problem of the rain falling here, but where this rain comes from, those places too, if they get more rain, it just delays the process of the water going down.
And people still talking about the cause of this, that jet stream you were telling me about yesterday.
That's right, the jet stream normally would be north of the British Isles. In a typical summer we'd have the high building in, it would keep the weather systems north. This summer it's been further south, it's brought the weather systems in, one after one, another after another, and the wet weather. So the jet stream is still in the wrong place, so we're still getting the weather systems.
And the rest of the weather for the UK?
The wet weather, unfortunately, will still be with us, but at least we can look up today and we can see a fine-looking day. Not bad. It's sunny spells. We certainly need this. The water's slowly going down, but we could do with days and days of this. But at least through the course of the afternoon here and across a good part of the British Isles, the weather is fairly pleasant as we go through the day. Satellite is looking fine. There's one curl of cloud moving away. You might look off to the west as well, see the next system already. That's working in across the Atlantic. That's the next system that'll start to bring in thicker cloud into, say, parts of Northern Ireland as we go through the further into the afternoon and through the evening hours. But through the rest of the afternoon looking fine. As you work our way around the country, you can see for the most part there's some patchy cloud just bubbling up. There's a few showers. You can see them across maybe eastern parts of Scotland, and then as you work our way further south down the east coast, we'll see some of these showers, the odd one being sharp, but nothing like we've seen over the past few days. Just one or two along the east coast. Elsewhere, though, it is some sunny spells. And temperatures, as we get to the southeast, London, for instance, 23, a pleasant-looking afternoon, perhaps, with at least fairly dry conditions. As we go through the night, our little area of dry weather, our little ridge of high pressure works through, but that next weather system, unfortunately, is working into the west, thickening up the cloud for Northern Ireland and the western parts of the UK. So the wet weather, the area of blue, works in as we go into the end of the night. And temperatures, well, for the most part, not looking too bad as we go into the first part of Wednesday. Wednesday, as we start the day, shouldn't be too bad. But the wet weather is already, as you can see, across much of the southwest, working into southwest parts of England. We'll see the rain here, probably starting in the early morning hours. It'll be light and patchy, but with water, you don't need any rain. You want to dry out just as it works its way through. Remember, falling in the catchment areas as well, that's just delaying the process of drying out. Further north, we see as well the wet weather into parts of Scotland. Down the east coast, we'll probably see the rain working in slowly as we go through the day, down towards, say the southeast. Probably it's a dryish start and that wet weather working through. It is a light and patchy band of rain, but it works its way through many areas, probably in a few hours. And then as you go through the day, behind it, there could be some heavier showers that could bubble up. We could even see one of these heavier showers here as you go into the late morning, early afternoon, and even across maybe parts of northern and western parts of the UK. And temperatures through the day, again, similar, probably getting up to around 20 or so. The next couple of days, we see some wet weather as well working, and another weather system just sort of sends in perhaps more persistent rain as we work through into Thursday. That perhaps won't be good at all as it slides across. Even looking at things then for Thursday and Friday. Thursday, some persistent rain could give as much as 20 millimetres in place, maybe some heavier bursts. Friday, it's a showery day, but however you slice it, wet weather, unfortunately, keeping the weather unsettled, which